Good evening, and welcome to the 94th Horace Greeley High School Commencement Ceremony. Please rise for the national anthem. Please be seated. Thank you to Kathleen Feldman and the members of our Horace Greeley High School Symphony Orchestra. My name is Dr. Ron Gamma, and I'm one of our assistant principals at Horace Greeley. I have the pleasure of presiding over today's ceremony. Welcome, and thank you all for joining us to share this evening with our graduates. We are all here to celebrate the many accomplishments and hard work of our graduating class of 2025. I would like to thank and introduce the members of our Board of Education of the Chappaqua Central School District, as well as representatives of our administration. President of our Board of Education, Mr. Ryan Kelsey. Vice President, Ms. Kaylee Wong. And the members of our board, Mr. Matthew Auerbach, Ms. Alyssa Dorfman, and Ms. Hillary Grasso. Next, I'd like to recognize our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Christine Ackerman. Our Assistant Superintendents, Dr. Adam Pease, Mr. Andrew Corsilia, Mr. Joshua Colwell-Block, Athletic Director, Mr. Jamie Block, and the Principal of Horace Greeley High School, Dr. Sandra Sepe. I would also like to recognize our high school assistant principals, Dr. Joseph Sullivan, Ms. Karime Flores, and Ms. Christina Mauricio. Additionally, there are a number of individuals I would like to thank for making this evening possible. Our Director of Facilities, Mr. Mario Martinez, Ms. Christina Martinez, and our custodial staff at Greeley, who have put in many hours to help create this incredible venue this evening. Ms. Laura Radovanovich for all of her coordination and planning efforts for this beautiful ceremony. Ms. Katie Adamanelli and Ms. Pamela Shembri, the class advisors, for their work with our students and Leadership Council to make so many of the events and experiences possible, not just this week, but over the last 4 years. Thank you. Our Greeley PTA Class of 2025 Parent Liaisons, Ms. Kara Roberts and Ms. Karen Shriver. And all of our wonderful parent volunteers, you have been so supportive and incredibly helpful in making the senior year a memorable one for our graduates. Thank you. And once more to Kathleen Feldman and the Horace Greeley High School Symphony Orchestra for providing the beautiful music today. Thank you. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, devoted families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Today belongs to you, graduates. It marks the culmination of years of determination, resilience, and effort. But more than that, today is a launch pad, a moment where an ending becomes a beginning. When you reflect on your path to this day, it may not have always been smooth. There have been challenges, long nights, early mornings, deadlines, decisions. You faced uncertainty, navigated setbacks, and still pressed forward. Your resilience, drive, and commitment brought you here. That is no small feat, and it's something you should all be immensely proud of. Think back on the past 13 years. You've grown, not just academically, but personally. And this is not something that you have done alone. So let's first take a moment to thank your teachers who have been here with you sharing knowledge and giving encouragement and guidance. To all of our teachers in our district, elementary, middle, and high school, thank you. And of course, your families, who have been the quiet force behind your every step of the way, offering unconditional love, sacrifice, and support. They had celebrated your wins, and lifted you through your setbacks. Today is as much theirs as it is yours. Thank you to all of our families this evening. So graduates, while we gather to celebrate your accomplishments, remember this is just one chapter. Your learning, your impact, it continues. Now, more than ever, the world needs your compassion, your creativity, and your leadership. As you move forward, carry with you the values that shaped you: perseverance, empathy, and integrity. Stay connected to those who support you and seek ways to lift others as you climb. Congratulations, class of 2025. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the first of this evening's speakers, our superintendent, Dr. Christine Ackerman.
I want to extend a warm welcome to all the families, faculty, and friends gathered here tonight as we celebrate the class of 2025. Each of you has played an important role in helping these young people reach this moment. Thank you for your partnership, your encouragement, and your belief in them. Graduates, the most important people in my life are sitting right here in this tent, and I imagine many parents here would say the same. When I graduated 30 years ago in 1995, I had no idea how my parents were feeling as they watched me cross the stage. But now as a parent myself, I understand. And tonight I want to share a little of what your parents are likely feeling too. The first thing I didn't realize back then was just how deeply I was loved. As a graduate, I was focused on my future, my friends, my next steps. I didn't know that for my parents, all they were thinking about was me, my summer, my transition to college, my ability to survive without them. What I've now come to understand as a mom is that at the end of the day, you graduates are the people we think about the most, worry about the most, care about the most, and love the most, always. I think it's probably really hard to fully understand the fear we have as your parents that comes with imagining life without seeing you every day, alongside the excitement we feel for you as you begin this incredible journey to find yourself. And as we all move into the unknown and reflect on the past 17 years or so, it's the small moments, the one we often take for granted, that I know I'll miss the most. And sure, we've nudged you about schoolwork, deadlines, and grades over the past 12 years. That's only because we care so deeply about you. When you leave home, we want you to thrive. We want you to enjoy life, to raise a family, and to live independently while staying connected to us. And we knew that the foundation for being able to do all of that started with how you showed up at school. And while school may have felt incredibly important to us, and yes, we're absolutely proud of everything you've accomplished, most of us don't think about school when we think about you. We think about your laugh, your first steps, how you looked back when you hopped on that bus for kindergarten, the first time you jumped in the pool with confidence, the way you wrap your arms around your grandparents, the quiet kindness you show every day, helping a friend, holding a door, saying thank you without being asked. It's how deeply you make us feel loved and supported without conditions. We know we can count on you, just like you can count on us. And another thing I didn't realize when I was sitting where you are now is that even as you grow and move forward, we, your parents, will still be right there with you. As you build your life, we'll be beside you problem-solving, packing boxes, planning celebrations, and lifting you up when you need it. You can count on us. We'll keep showing up for the hard days, the milestones, and all the in-between moments with a home-cooked meal, a little advice, maybe some cash, or a simple "you've got this," because nothing in this world matters more to us than you. So as you step into this next chapter, your lives will take you in different directions, but you'll always be connected to us and to each other through this shared time. So come back to it, stay in touch, support one another, and when you reflect on your high school years, embrace them with love, with perspective, and with gratitude for how they've shaped you. So go forward. Look back on Greeley not with a longing to return, but with a heart ready to move ahead, and know that you are and will always be unconditionally loved by us, your parents. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Ackerman. And now I am pleased to introduce our President of the Board of Education, Mr. Ryan Kelsey.
Greetings, class of 2025. On behalf of the Board of Education, I congratulate you on reaching this amazing milestone. And a warm welcome to your friends and family and to our district administrators, faculty, and staff who are all here to celebrate with you. For this entire year as board president, I have promoted gratitude for all that we have here in Chappaqua as a central theme. I've also spent my entire career working in education around the country, and so when I say how fortunate we are, I know what I'm talking about. And we should be grateful for the amazing achievements that you have put your hearts and minds into over these last 4 years at Greeley and in all the years before that, both in and out of the classroom. I hope you will join me in expressing our collective gratitude to your teachers for their dedication to learning and inclusiveness, gratitude for the staff who maintain the wonderful facilities you and we benefit from year after year, including this incredible tent, the coaches, club advisors, counselors, nurses, health, and other health professionals, our district leadership, and of course, your families, who are, of course, your biggest champions. If we could just take one more moment again to applaud all of those people that have gotten you to this spot. I have one brief lesson to share, one more learning moment for you to take in this last hour before you cross the stage. Now, I'm not a linguist by training, and I know some of you studied Latin, but I did have some Jesuits drill some of this into me a long, long time ago, as you can tell by my hairline. I keep saying gratitude over and over again. The Latin origin of that word is gratis, and the root is grat, which is commonly understood to mean thankful and pleasing or even joyous. And so when someone says congratulations, a word you've probably heard already this weekend and will hear many, many more times, my ask is that you really take the meaning in and internalize it. Now, con in Latin means with, so congratulations, if you say it all together, means we're giving thanks for your good fortune and we're rejoicing with you. So the next time you hear that word, today and every day forward, I encourage you to not brush it off. Don't dismiss what you've achieved or downplay it. Receive the thanks emanating from the person saying it and reciprocate by expressing your gratitude for their part in supporting you. And I implore you to do this because no one achieves big things alone. And wherever life takes you next, you will need a support network, and the people around you will need you. And gratitude, by the way, goes a long way in promoting empathy, generosity, and social cohesion. There's no better way to forge bonds in a new college dorm room than in expressing thanks to your new roommates when they do favors for you. Expressing appreciation for others will also literally help you feel better, because expressing gratitude regularly creates a positive dopamine feedback loop in your brain if you do it often enough. And that'll reduce your stress and anxiety and help you remain calm in any new or challenging situations that you might face. So let gratitude be more than a feeling. Let it be a practice. Let it be a way that you greet new opportunities, the way you weather setbacks, and the way you build bridges wherever you go. You're about to step into a world that is highly unpredictable and unfinished. I don't see that as a flaw. It's an invitation to you. It means there's room for your voice, your ideas, your kindness, and your courage. And it also means there's people out there right now who will need your support just as you will need theirs. So go forward not just with ambition, but with awareness. Notice the people who help you, the moments that shape you, and the small victories along the way. And say thank you often and mean it. And when someone says congratulations to you, let it remind you that you're not alone in your journey, your achievements are shared, and your gratitude is the thread that connects you to everyone else. So, class of 2025, my wish for you is that you find joy in the new connections you make, meaning in the new challenges that you will face, and that you will experience a lifetime of gratitude. We can't wait to see what you'll do next together with all of us up here cheering you on. So congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Kelsey. I'm now pleased to invite our first student speakers, the co-presidents of the Senior Leadership Council, Whitney Barron and Emily Hametz.
Good evening, graduates and family. My name is Emily Hametz,
And I'm Whitney Barron.
and we are your class of 2025 co-presidents. Over the past 4 years, thank you. Over the past 4 years, we have worked with our student council to create experiences that we hope will remain memorable and meaningful for a lifetime. On the surface, some things don't change. Today, I'm wearing the same shoes I wore 4 years ago when I graduated 8th grade. But watching you all now, it's clear that we've changed so much more than we thought possible when we first stepped foot on campus as freshmen.
So before we each start down our own paths and begin to let go of the unforgettable moments we've spent together, we'd like to share some standout memories to remind you of how much we've grown and what we hope you'll take with you into this next chapter. March 2nd, 2022. After nearly 2 years, our entire grade was able to remove our masks and reconnect visually. We could see each other smile again, and we were reminded of what true connection feels like. We came back to life, and we slowly resumed lunches together and some of our favorite traditions, such as club fairs and pep rallies. We were able to watch our friends perform in concerts and plays, take home countless titles in sports, and bond together at Honk, Senior Musical, and at prom. The idea of isolation became distant as we experienced so much joy and companionship.
And without warning came May 1st, 2025. As we gathered as a class in the courtyard on the morning of Commitment Day, we saw everyone's faces for what would be one of the last times. Each of us showed up in a shirt that will come to symbolize a part of our identity, our new homes at universities near or far, big or small. As a class, we will span 27 states and the District of Columbia, 2 continents, and 4 different countries. But even as our eventual separation for the first time became clear, our bond as a class only grew stronger. Like we once did in the transition from 4th to 5th grade, we'll be going from the big kids on the bus to the amateurs, small, scared, and alone. The burden of our decisions will fall to us while we find ourselves at a crossroads of choices each and every day. What classes to take, what friends to make, where to go for help. But being an amateur is not a bad thing. The word amateur actually comes from the Latin word amare, meaning to love. So take advantage of this blank canvas and do things just for the love of it. As we approach the end of our time together, whether you're eager to go off on your own or dreading the day you have to leave, give yourself a moment to take this all in. Embrace the person you are today as you prepare to discover who you are meant to become.
While our chapter together may be coming to a close, it will always be a part of who we are. 4 years from now, wherever you may be, we hope that you'll take a second to look back on yourself at this moment. If you ever feel lost, remember that you'll always have a home here. And if Winnie the Pooh taught us anything, it's this: you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Class of 2025, thank you for everything you've given us. We've come a long way to reach this point, and now it's our time to apply what we've gained to what's forward. We've written such an amazing story, and we're far from done. It's only our beginning. On behalf of the Student Council, we wish you all success and happiness in whatever the future may hold. Congratulations, class of 2025!
Thank you, Whitney and Emily, for your speech. And thank you for the entire Leadership Council for their dedication to the class of 2025. I would now like to introduce our student body president, Paul Marzella.
Thank you, Dr. Gamma. Don't worry, my speech is only supposed to be around half an hour long. I'm just kidding. All right. Good evening, faculty, parents, friends, and the fellow graduating Horace Greeley class of 2025. My name is Paul Marzella, and although AP Gov was my only real experience in politics, I've had the great privilege of being the student body president for this chaotic yet rewarding school year. At Greeley, we've all explored our interests, whether through joining school-offered clubs or starting our own, through competing in varsity sports or finding summer internships, through volunteering at organizations or working on our own personal projects, or if you're like me, doing everything except studying for tests on time. Regardless, no matter what path we chose, whether on our own or with encouragement from friends and family, each decision helped shape who we are today. Hopefully now, we have a clearer sense of our next steps, and we're ready to carry forward with the same resilience that has defined our journey since freshman year. Looking around, I see future athletes, lawyers, actors, and maybe even some cardiologists or forensic accountants. And I'm truly honored to have worked alongside you for these past few years, or the past 13 years for those of you from Grafflin. We've shared moments of success and frustration. During many late nights, we have found a way to balance our demanding schedule of assignments. It could have been through class group chats, debating how to integrate 1 over x cubed plus 1, or consulting the dreaded ChatGPT for advice on how to tackle a math and AP Physics C test on the same day. During early mornings, we hit the snooze alarm, and we still got up. The point is, balancing our schedule has played a crucial role for us throughout these past 4 years. Whether it was cramming for finals, cheering each other on at games, or enduring the pain of an ordinary Tuesday without any free periods, we found strength in our community. And that, more than anything, is what carried us to this moment. I want to thank our hardworking custodians, nurses, teachers, counselors, officers, coaches, and administrators for the incredible amount of dedication they put into the school this year and every year. I also want to thank our family members for their unwavering support towards our class. But especially, thank you to each and every classmate here for your contributions to make Horace Greeley High School's class of 2025 a thriving and energetic community. To the class of 2025, it's been an incredible honor working alongside such a remarkable, thoughtful, and caring group of students. I was able to make many friends and share indelible memories with you, and I will cherish them for the rest of my life. I couldn't be prouder to be a part of this experience with you. Congratulations, everyone, for this unforgettable milestone, and thank you all so much. Congrats, 2025.
Great job, Paul. Thank you, Paul. I am now honored to introduce our senior student presenter, Campbell Gavin.
Hello, hello, hello. Wow, this is a lot of people. Okay, I am very nervous, so please, with that in mind, be kind. Again, my name is Campbell. I am so honored to be speaking to you all today. I've thought long and hard about the message I want to convey, and I arrived at this: never stop dreaming. It might seem childish, but believe it or not, dreams can change the world. When you push yourself to dream, you try new things and can take new chances. And let me tell you, the world needs us to dream big. I can be the first to attest it was not easy to get here. High school was pretty hard. We went into high school in the middle of a global pandemic, only seeing the top half of each other's faces, while the rest remained secretly hidden behind a mask. We have witnessed global events from wars to disastrous climate issues, leaving lasting impacts on us during these critical years of development. These outside factors made learning a privilege that many around the world do not have. As we all go our separate ways, remember the community here at Greeley and the values it has instilled within us. We have been encouraged to be open-minded, empathetic, and well-informed. These principles might seem small in the grand scheme of things, yet they are essential for being a good friend and citizen in this world. With Greeley's Foundation, we are prepared to go forward and change the world one dream at a time. I would like everyone right now to think of a dream. It can be one from your childhood or just recently. It should be something that mattered a lot to you. It doesn't have to be awe-inspiring, so don't psych yourself out. For me, I love Saturday Night Live. I mean, who doesn't? I had always wanted to see the show in person, so I took charge. I packed my backpack full of snacks, a water bottle, and brought along a willing friend. We waited in line a total of 10 hours over the course of 2 days, and we didn't even know if we'd get in to see the show until 2 minutes before. Thankfully, I saw that show with Jack Black and Elton John. I highly recommend it, by the way. I learned about the intricate process of putting on a live performance. It took a village to put together each set and mic up each actor. Everyone had a job to do, and to the naked eye, it was chaos. But I noticed how synchronized and precise it was. I was inspired. I too want to be a part of something so intricate where everyone contributes to the final project. Now I have the awareness that no one person is responsible for a show of that size. There must have been 10 times the amount of people backstage as there were on camera. When we find people who have shared interests and shared dreams, there's nothing we can't accomplish. We are some of the most fortunate people in the world because we have had the opportunity to grow in a supportive, educational environment. We must take all these gifts we have been given and apply it towards the future. Take risks, be fearless, and get out of your comfort zone once in a while. My dreams have been building blocks to follow my interests and passions. This has made me not just watch SNL, but also aspire to understand comedy and performance as well. Recently, I took up the challenge of joining an improv class. I know, hard. I learned the first rule of improv is to always say yes and. So, class of 2025, I challenge you to apply that to life. Say yes and to those big dreams. They don't have to be big, just small stepping stones. And after a while, you'll look back and see all that you've accomplished and the impact you have made. Another dream of mine was to create a club focused on climate issues. I was inspired by service trips around the world that had given me an awareness of how connected people and nature truly are. I am proud of what my club has accomplished, not just here, but around the world. Through our shared passion for helping others, we have donated to the Rainforest Alliance Organization and California wildfires. I know many of my friends out there have already done wonderful things, like helping less fortunate families through food pantries, acting as tutors and mentors, or the time we have all put together into these clubs here at Greeley. We are limitless. So keep going and continue to apply the opportunities you have to make a difference. Remember that dream I mentioned before? Think of how you can put that dream into action. You don't need to know the end result, just take it one step at a time. By doing so, you put meaning and passion back into your life, and slowly, but carefully, make a positive impact to the world around you. By staying open-minded, empathetic, and well-informed, we can dream big and fearlessly challenge ourselves to make a difference. Greeley has given us the invitation and responsibility to dream, so don't let it go to waste. Think to yourself what your next dream will be and the steps you will take to achieve it. The world has big problems to solve. It needs us. It needs our big ideas. It needs our dreams. So keep on dreaming. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Campbell, and thank you to our student speakers who continue to represent Greeley and Chappaqua so well. I would now like to invite our principal, Dr. Sandra Sepe, to speak.
Good afternoon. I am so glad to see everyone and tell you that it's an absolute joy to be here as your principal and celebrate you tonight. I want to start off with a question. What do these coordinates mean to you? 41 degrees north, 73 degrees west. To most, they're just numbers, but to us, they mean Chappaqua. They mean community, and they mean home. When our art students unveiled their mural in our town last weekend, it all clicked. This class is about community, because what stood out about the class of 2025 wasn't just the long list of your accomplishments. It was how you went about everything, how you showed up, how you supported each other, and how you made people feel. I heard your teachers say it again and again. This class is so good. But good doesn't begin to cover it. You are kind, you are generous, and you are real. I'll never forget walking through the halls in the winter and being greeted by many of you with big smiles. Just small moments, but I remember thinking, I'm so proud to be part of this school, a school where students see people, one where kindness is the default. That's what you created here. When you welcomed everyone into the Lunar New Year celebration, you turned it into something bigger, something shared by your community. When for the first time ever we had students up in the athletic booth giving play-by-plays, you made every game feel like an event. When you walked into a room and without trying lifted everyone's energy, this was your class building community. You brought that same energy to bringing virtual enterprise to our school, not just building a business, but building a larger community. When you introduced the new mascot this year and made the whole school feel part of something bigger. Your perfectly timed humor in theater performances reminded us that laughter can bring people closer too. You showed us how to build community, but also how to take care of your community. Whether it was when you asked profound questions in science research, or the Share Club organizing record-breaking blood drives that saved over 300 lives, or the Relay for Life Club walking through stormy weather because even a rain delay couldn't stop you from raising money. This is what community in action looks like. And then there were the firsts that brought pride to our community. The girls' tennis team brought home a state championship, a first in school history. The boys' lacrosse team captured the Section 1 title, a first in program history. And there were many, many, many team and individual victories and academic achievements that brought pride to our school again and again, day after day. But what we heard throughout the year wasn't just about the wins or the awards, and there were many, it was about your heart. The heart you poured into every sectional final, like girls' soccer gutting it out in double overtime. But more importantly, it was the way you played, the way you lifted each other up, the way you supported each other, the way you wore Greeley with pride. That's the story of this class. You don't push people out of the way to stand out, you bring them along. You don't push them aside, you bring them into the light. You celebrate success without making it a competition. You included each other, whatever it was, a sensational theater or musical performance, a thriving life school garden, or an exciting basketball game. This class made this school better, not just by what you did, but how you treated each other while doing it. Because that's what community is, a series of moments where we choose to show up and support one another. It's hard to imagine these hallways without you. You were the ones who turned everyday spaces into something meaningful, into laughter, purpose, belonging. And though your next chapters will take you beyond this place, everything you built here, your kindness, your strength, your spark, goes with you. 4 years ago, you walked in as masked freshmen, uncertain of what high school would be. And now look at you, faces uncovered, voices confident, hearts wide open. You didn't just grow up, you grew into yourselves. You've left your mark on this town. You've left your mark on this school. Long after you leave, the latitude and longitude for Chappaqua won't be just a point on a map. It'll be the place where you built your community. And now, to quote the main character, Ren, in Footloose, now is the time to celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2025. You will be missed.
Thank you, Dr. Sepe. I am now honored to formally begin the presentation of the class of 2025. Joining me to present graduate names in order will be Ms. Christina Mauricio, Ms. Katie Adamanelli, Ms. Pamela Shembri, and Dr. Joseph Sullivan. We will now begin the presentation of the class of 2025. Kayla Moracho. Lisa Zhang. Maximus Galdamez. Mason Ackerman. Rebecca Adler. Amaya Albert Hall. Isabel Alter. Haley Anshin. Hirsch Anderson. Caitlin Andrus. Jessica Applebaum. Michael Aram. Julian Ash. Noah Aseo. Julius Avadane. Owen Balber. Casey Barron. Whitney Barron. Thomas Barone. Victoria Blue. Olivia Burke. Jameson Blakesley. Elias Bloom. Zachary Boyerman. Sean Bromley. AJ Brenneman. Bryce Brown. Lily Brown. Maya Brown. Manuel Bruces. Brittany Buchanan. Samantha Bunyai. Gramercy Burton. Matthew Byrne. Nina Byrne. Jason Kai. Charlotte Cannon. Kaylee Canoni. Jaden Cow. Eric Carnes. Natalie Caruso. Benjamin Chang. Rachel Chen. Philip Childs. Elizabeth Shizak. Zoe Chung. Ella Cohen. Simone Coleman. Sophia Concha. Sophie Cook. Ava Corini. Jamie Corwin. Riona Data.
Benjamin Davidson. Frasia Davidson. Leah Davidson.
Julia Desi. Andre Detkin. Mark Davigny. Ananya Denaude. Roshan Dond. Rowan Edson. Benjamin Falk. Claire Fallon. Maria Fedorovsky. Max Pfeiffer. Alex Feldman. Amy Fung. Catherine Fenlon. William Fetzer. Adam Fink. Daniel Fioretti. Cormac Fitzsimmons. Jonathan Forrest. Brandon Folks. Jacob Fragan. Connor Gaffney. Veronica Garcia. Isabel Garcia Levine. Campbell Gavin. Samantha Giamelli. Isla Gibb. Chloe Gilvar. Morgan Glantz. Rachel Glick. Alex Gold. Milo Gold. Justin Goldberg. Hayden Goldstein. Jared Goldstein. Brendan Gollin. Ryder Goodman. Jess Gosfriend. Justin Gosfriend. Sarah Beth Gottlieb. Gabriel Grada. Matthew Goober. Ryan Gurney. Catherine Gugick. Catherine Gergis. Addie Gunner. Zachary Haber. Zoe Haber. Maya Halleck. Sky Halleck. Emily Hametz. Alice Howe. Derek Harrell. Phoebe Hawthorne.
Lila Heller. David Helmecki. Ava Herman. Mason Herman. Rowan Hillard. Audrey Ho. Benjamin Ho. Catherine Hood. Haley Horwitz. Ruoxwin Ho. Lucas Huffnagel. Holly Hulme. Rebecca Humphreys. Oliver Jacobs. Sienna Jacobs. Molly Shira Jaffe. Buna Yakupai. Sara Yankovic. Miriam Gibladze. Lucy Johnson. Avi Joshi Dave. Jackson Kajiwara. Spencer Kalish. Stephen Kang. John Kaplow. Tatum Cates. Eleanor Keenan. Jane Kim. Jordan Kinslinger. Maximilian Kolev. Sophia Kong. Natasha Corey. Alexander Kutsubis. Shrey Kumar. Melanie Laker. Aiden Lane. Daniel Lee. Finnegan Leonard. Cameron Lerner. Maria Jose Lescano Salazar. Annabelle Levin. Jackson LeWinter. Xiaoshuan Liang. Isaac Leibowitz. Kate Lodge. Suhong Ma. Harper Margulies. Christopher Marlatt. Jules Martin. Paul Marzella. Caroline Mathis. Alexander McCall. Jillian McCann.
Pause for a moment. Just 1 second. Congratulations.
Cameron McShay.
Congratulations.
Arbery McCooley. Lucas Melendez.
Congratulations.
Arjun Menon.
Congratulations.
Graydon Eli Merko.
Congratulations.
Jack D. Metzger.
Congratulations.
Hallie Miller.
Congratulations.
Leo Miller.
Congratulations, sir.
Marianne Morgan.
Congratulations.
Nora Morton.
Congratulations.
Alexandra Mosca.
Congratulations.
Chaitra Manapati.
Congratulations.
Jordan Nadell.
Congratulations, sir.
Carolina Negrin. Zachary Newhart. Zan Nisman.
Congratulations.
Michael O'Malley.
Congratulations.
Penelope Orachena.
Congratulations.
Thomas Packard.
Congratulations.
Claire Palumbo.
Congratulations.
Andrew Pang.
Congratulations.
Caleb Parrick. Zachary Pashkus.
Congratulations.
Risha Patel.
Congratulations.
Sean Patrick Sasaki.
Congratulations.
William Payne.
Congratulations.
Charles Peterson. Charles Pluta. Stella Potenza. Evan Kufo. Emerson Palayo.
Congratulations.
Jake Rakoff.
Congratulations.
Sophie Radbill.
Congratulations.
Brielle Renzulli.
Congratulations.
Claire Reynolds. Sophie Rinsler. Ethan Roberts. Sienna Rosado. Jenna Rosenberg. Shomadipto Roy Shaiman. Stephen Ruiz Limas. Stephen Resigno. Georgia Sack. Jonathan Aiden Sala. Lucas Land. Jack Salatin. Josh Silka. Olivia Schlanger. Benjamin Schulman. Justin Schwartz. Mason Schwartz. Maya Schwartzreich. Alexandra Serini. Jonathan Serra. Zara Shahed. Emily Shapiro. Noah Shapiro. Josephine Schipper. Caroline Short. Max Shriver.
Nicholas Silva. Jordan Silver. Lauren Singer. Brody Scala. Ryan Slomsky. Aiden Smith. Chloe Snyder. Samuel Sobek. Kareem Solomon. Zuri Song. Matthew Spira. Hayden Stambleck. Cole Stein. Jessica Stern. Julia Strauss. Jared Stewart. Hope Suh. Kaya Shepkovsky. Tara Tedeschi. Ryan Turgison. Finn Thomases. Grace Tillotson. Rylan Toner. Jonathan Topiel. Emma Toth. Timothy Trainer. Margaret Trotta. Allison Sy. Morgan Sy. Mia Tyler. Ethan Vargas. Andrew Vogt. Spencer Walden. Michael Wang. Reese Wang. Jed Way. William Weiss. Esmeralda Weiss. Matthew Weissman. Michael Wayne. Audrey Winter. Jesse Wool. Renee Wong. Thomas Woolard. Joseph Rye. Elizabeth Shue. Andrew Shu. Daniel Yee. Eden Zebrak. Meadow Zhang. Rebecca Zhang.
Congratulations, graduates. Class of 2025. All right. I will now ask our graduates to move their tassels from the right side of their caps to the left. And now I am pleased to present to you Horace Greeley's Class of 2025. Congratulations.